love working from home, and I also like working from the corporate office. What I have actually liked the most is having the flexibility and the convenience to choose wherever I want to work as per my mood and as per my convenience. But that was before pandemic and before I left my corporate job. Right now I work for myself and I work from home like everybody else. Need a proper system that I can manage all the things that are going on at various places, time, and also the various people that I work with. So one of the tools that I discovered very recently because of all the hype around it was Notion, and I must say I was quite impressed when I started using it. I have since then moved quite a lot of stuff into Notion, and I found that this is a very good tool to collaborate with others. So I decided I would use the space to collaborate with my clients as well. Today I want to show you how I use Notion to collaborate with my client, and it's not very fancy, but it does make use of some of the best features of Notion, and I love the functionality and the efficiency that it provides to me. So let's check it out. So basically the Notion space looks something like this. Of course, this is a copy of the workspace and not the original one, but the design is the same as the original. And I'll leave a link to the template of this design below so you can make a copy of this into your workspace and use it, or steal some of the ideas. I created some sections so I could broadly divide everything that goes into the business. The dashboard is not overly crowded, and we are just two people team, so this works for us. On the left hand side, all the internal things are organized, which both of us need to access. Top right section is this section is to maintain the projects that we work on from time to time, and then we have a section called other section, which is for everything else unrelated, and it's just used by me to save some of the message templates, email templates, formulas, that kind of stuff. Now, going back to our internal section, that's the most important section for both of us. Most of the pages under this are very commonly used. The first one is things on our plate. This page is dedicated to managing all the tasks that we are working. I will open it up and take you around because this is where we work most closely. And we constantly use this to create tasks, assign them to appropriate team member, and then we move them around under the Kanban board to track the progress. That kind of stuff happens. I'll open it up. So in this page, what I have here is just a quick to-do list so that I can quickly assign some tasks either under my name or under my client name. And then we have a longer task. Any task that would take longer time and we need a proper way to track the progress from the idea to the completion, then we move it under this. Sometimes some of the tasks also get moved from quick to do to this if we realize that okay, that particular task would take more time, and we begin to work on them and we keep it under the longer task list. After that, we have something called a content calendar under this, and then there is a recurring tasks. This table I copied from Thomas Frank, and I use it to maintain some of the tasks that I need to tackle at a regular interval, but each task will have a different interval that I can set here. For example, this task I want to take care of this every 7 days. The next one I want to take care of this every 10 days. So what it'll do is when I set the due date, it'll automatically calculate the next due date, and I can create a view which would always give me the due tasks that are due for that have been due. So if I, for example, if I create move this task due date to, let's say, 8, it will disappear from this, and I will only have this which is due, and I have to tackle that. That's all about it. Let me go back to dashboard. Meeting notes. This is a page that holds a table in calendar view containing all of our minutes of meetings. Please do pay extra attention to this particular page as I'll explain here how this page is closely connected with the other page called things on our plate. I'll open a page. These pages here have a template that opens up a window into the things on our plate page.
How does that happen? I'll show you in just a bit. So I have some ready to use templates on this page for MOMs that you can already see here. But I also have an additional section right here at the top of this page collapsed into a toggle block here. This toggle section holds a quick to do list and a link table called longer task. This is quick to do and this is longer task. Now, what is this quick to do list for me? It's a sync block. You can see this red outline here. So this is nothing but a synced block, the original of which sits in the things on our paid plate page. So I can update the quick to do section of that page right from here. Below that, closing it, below that I have a longer tasks, again, the original of which exist in the things on our plate page. So I can update that table from here as well. This is nothing but a link table to that table. So at the end of each meeting, I update the quick to do and the longer task list right from here, and all of the pages are up to date by this stage. No need to have the other page open and then update that page separately altogether. I hope that I was clear up to this point. I would also like to share a small tip that I use here for added convenience. Each week, I create this MOM page for that particular week's meeting ahead of time and add this page to the favorites using this. This way, the page shows up in the sidebar, and I have a quick access to that page all through the week, so that whenever something pops up in my mind that I would like to discuss in our upcoming meeting, I can swiftly add that to this page. I learned this little trick from Marie Paulin, and it's been very helpful. So maybe you can also try this if you like this method. Moving back to the dashboard again. So, as I mentioned, the first and second pages are quite closely used together, and I just showed you how that is done because I know that meeting notes will have some ideas which we would always like to move into our task list. So, I created a template right there so that I can just be done with that, and I'll get out of that page, and my other page will have been updated. The third page holds all of our important Airtable links. We use Airtable to maintain our client database, by the way. I have created a documentation of some of the commonly used steps and the relevant links to use so that we can just come to this page and understand what to do and which links to click. Then we have something called Who Updated Tracker. This page is used for a long time, and recently we switched to a different method. So this page is kind of obsolete for now. What I will do now is I'll just create an archive folder. I think we already have that folder. I'll move this folder into the archive folder so that I don't need it to be visible under this section. The next one is Telegram quiz. Where is Telegram quiz? Okay, I think it has moved somewhere. I'll bring that up later. But I'll just quickly explain that Telegram page. There was another page which I probably moved it into something. I'll find it out. That page helps to conduct health quizzes on our Telegram channel, and my client, coach, creates them, and I schedule them ahead of time. As soon as we are running out of ideas, I nudge my client from the comment section from within the Telegram page, and then she adds more questions. That's how it is done. The next one that we have is branding page. This this holds the visual branding information, that is what brand colors we follow, what are the font styles, and other such things. Then one-on-one coaching page. This page is currently under development, and to explain what happens inside, I'll have to create another small video probably, which I will try to create later. But in short, this page will be used by my client, who is a coach, to log one-on-one coaching calls with her client. Each of her clients will have a dedicated space. I'll open it up and I'll show you. So each of our clients will have a dedicated space where the coach can record individual discussions. So I open the page. Yeah. and I click on this template. This table also has a template which will create a space for each client to log their details. Okay, so that's how we collaborate using our Notion space. If you like this way, definitely you do check out the link under this description under this video and take a copy and use it. And you can feel free to reach out to me if you need any help. I will be happy to help. Bye.